What is up, bros and broettes? I am Inkslasher, and today I am so excited because I get to bring you some early Call of Duty World War II videos. So I'm probably going to have anywhere between 2 to 4 videos up for you guys today, but the thing that was requested more than anything else was for this, for me to give you a tour of what headquarters is. And it's quite a system. It's a whole basically world for you to roam around in and go to see different vendors and do various things, and I'm going to show you what all of those things are today, starting off with where you spawn in. So whenever you spawn in, this is where you start in the headquarters, and you can go here at any time, before games, in between games, after games, pretty much whenever you want to, except during games. And as you can see, there's a bunch of people just chilling out here. Pamaj is just sitting right there. And if you go up to someone, there's a few different things you can do. So you can just go up and you can commend a player. If you commend a player, it actually gives them social score. So every time a player commends you, you're going to get social score. What is social score? Basically, it's a thing you can get, and it increases your chances of getting good stuff through supply drops. Another thing you can do is a shootout challenge. And basically, when you challenge someone to a shootout, it's a 1v1 challenge to see who can get more points. The one tip that I will give you is if you see watermelons, shoot the watermelons. They're worth the most points. And then at the end of a shootout, what happens is both people get at least 5 social score. And as I mentioned, social score helps you get better stuff from supply drops. Speaking of supply drops, that's another thing you can do in the headquarters. This is where you open and call in your supply drops. I'm going to have another video going up in maybe an hour or two talking about that though, so stay tuned for that. And of course, the other things you can do through here is you can mute players, you can view players' profiles, and anything in between. But it's cool because you can literally go up and interact with people. In fact, you can even make gestures at them. You can salute them, you can wave at them, or give them a high five. So there's many different things you can do to interact with people, but there's also many different vendors, starting off with the mail station. So if we go over here to the mail station, there's a whole bunch of different stuff. So you can literally get mail that gives you different things. As you can see, the Carentan map is sitting right there, but there's also this other thing over here called a payroll. So every 4 hours, 100 armory credits go into your payroll, and you can come and grab them. They go into your stack of armory credits, and you can use them for various things. Speaking of what you can use armory credits for, over on the other side of the starting area, you have the Quartermaster. When we go to the Quartermaster, there's 2 options. You got contracts and collections. Let's start with collections. So collections, you take your armory credits and you can buy things. This works the exact same way as Modern Warfare Remastered did. So for example, if we go to the MG15 here, we can see the short E version of the M15 is what we get if we buy everything in this collection. But like I said, you have to get everything in this collection. And as you can see, something like the Aurora outfit costs 8,900 armory credits. So it's going to take a while to save up. But just in playing one day, I have about 1,500 armory credits, so you can get them pretty damn quickly. So the other thing at the Quartermaster is contracts. This is where things get a little bit iffy for me. So the other thing you can spend your armory credits on is contracts. So for example, if I buy this contract, I have 40 minutes of in-game time to get 100 kills in any mode, and if I do so, I get 3,000 XP. If you ask me, spending armory credits to level up isn't quite worth it when you can buy items with it. Some of the other contracts, if we look at, are very, very difficult. For example, this one, War Kill Contract, you have 10 minutes to get 55 kills. If you do so, you get a rare supply drop, but if you don't, it's going to cost you 225 armory credits. Some other ones also cost a ton of armory credits. For example, this one right here, get 25 kills in Domination. You have plenty of time to do so, 30 minutes, but it costs 1,175 armory credits. So you can go and check these out. And if you want to pause and check out any of these, just do so. I'm going to scroll over top of any of them. But if you ask me, it's not worth wasting armory credits on something when you could just spend them on the exact items that you want. Speaking of armory credits, another way you can get them is this man over here, Major Howard. If you go up to Major Howard, this is where you get all your contracts. As you can see, I've completed many of them. So every day, you get 6 daily contracts. So what I've got from these contracts is I got 3 supply drops, as you can see from this one, for receiving 5 different commendations for 5 different people, I got a supply drop. Other things you can get is 25 social score. This one I got 250 armory credits, and another one here I got 25% bonus weapon XP for 20 minutes. That one's pretty much the worst thing you can get out of any of these. The rest of them, I got supply drops. Also in here, we have our weekly orders. So these you have an entire week to complete, and as you can see, I've completed one of them right here. Get 25 kills in a team deathmatch. That one, I got a rare supply drop. The other one over here, I have to get 500 kills. I'm at 308, and the final one, I have to win 25 matches. So far, I'm only at 3. Also, there's a special order that I'm assuming everyone's going to get. You just have to win 1 match of every single standard game mode. That one's pretty easy to do so, and for that, you get a rare supply drop. So this is a pretty cool method of giving us supply drops, and on top of it, giving us other things, like, for example, armory credits. Oh yeah, the one other thing I should say about the challenges is it appears as of right now that they reset every day at 3:30 a.m., and then the weeklies reset every Wednesday at 3:30 a.m. But Major Howard is definitely a guy you're going to want to visit every single day to check him out. Also, over here, another new area. This is the theater. This is something that I'm not 100% sure how it's going to work, but if we go in here, we can literally watch various videos that Call of Duty puts out, including MLG events, and apparently, you're even going to be able to watch live events as they happen in-game. This is something that the game's needed for a really long time. The one thing that I hope they do in this area is they make it so that you're able to watch the live events after they're over, be able to watch the replays, go through and look at the different ways different players play, that kind of thing. They've never had that in a Call of Duty game before, and I think this theater mode that they added in would be a really cool way of doing so. If we keep heading down around this side, we have over here emblems. So this is an area where you can craft emblems, upload emblems, and view other people's emblems. As of right now, you cannot upload and view others people's. That's coming soon. However, you can craft your own emblem. Moving down towards the lower area, the thing we got over to the left-hand side here is the score streak range. This is something that's new to the game, that basically you just are able to use score streaks at hordes of enemies. And I'm not going to lie, there's not too much of a point to this as of right now. The only thing I will say is it is a nice way of maybe killing some time if you're waiting for friends or getting used to the different kill streaks. If we go down a little bit further than there, we have a bunch of chalkboards here. That's just a bunch of different scoreboards. As you can see right here, we have domination. Over here, we have war. And over here, we have team deathmatch. As you can see, as of right now, I'm 1,927th in the world for Team Deathmatch, which is pretty cool. Over here, we have something that's not quite complete yet, and that's the Gunsmith. So there's a couple options we have here. First of all, we can prestige weapons. So, for example, if we go over to the STG, click on it, we can enter the first weapon prestige. You can now display your clan tag on your weapon, and you will earn XP rewards again for each weapon level. Once you get to the top weapon prestige, you are able to display a kill count on your weapon. We've seen this before in Call of Duty games. It's nothing new. It's just something they reintroduced into this game. On top of that, the things that are not yet in the game is we can view paint jobs, upload paint jobs, and craft paint jobs. No, you didn't hear me wrong. Paint jobs are back in the game. I'm going to have a video talking about this kind of stuff later this week. However, as of right now, we don't know when they're coming, but we do know they will be in the game. If we go up back towards the main part, we have over here our 1v1 leaderboard, and this is where the 1v1s take place right here. So you can literally watch people fight in 1v1 as you stand here. If you want to join the queue and play a 1v1, all you got to do is press square, or if you're playing on Xbox, a different button, and then join the queue. As you can see up in the top right hand corner there, I am now first place in the queue. Unfortunately, it's like 5 a.m. right now, so no one's currently playing and the game's not out yet. If we go over towards this side, there's really not too much more over here. However, this is just more area where you are able to go and watch the 1v1s. If we go back towards the middle over here, there's a little actually kind of secret hidden area down underneath where you can go and switch over to zombies mode. As you can see, if I go over here, it asks me if I would like to switch to zombies mode. We won't do that right now, though. If we go back up the other way, up towards where we started, over towards the left here, we have two options. You can get your division prestiges, which I will go to in a little bit more depth in a later video, but as of right now, this is what happens when you do enter a new division prestige. So the first thing that happens is quite obviously the division symbol changes. When you do it the first time, it looks bronze. When you do it the second time, it looks silver, third time gold. I'm not actually sure at this point how many different division prestiges there are. That's just, as of right now, what I know happens. Also, on top of that, every time you prestige your division, you get some new items. The first time you prestige, you get a weapon and a basic training, aka a perk. So for example, when I did the infantry division, I got the SVT and on top of that, a perk that almost acts identical to a stock attachment in previous Call of Duty games. And then over here, someplace I can't go yet, if I talk to the man, he says you must be eligible to prestige before you enter this area. We can't really see what's over there. However, if you go back down the hill and look up towards the top, you can see the general. So clearly there's some sort of ceremony when you do actually go to prestige. And finally, if you go past the mail station and over down here, we hop into first-person mode and we are able to shoot at things in the firing range. Now, this is the exact same firing range as we saw for the shootout that we saw earlier that you can do against other players in the lobby. However, the only difference is when you go down here casually, you're not competing in anything. And guys, that's pretty much it. I think personally, the coolest part of this whole thing is that you can go in and out of this very, very easily. All you got to do is go join a game, and while you're waiting to queue up for a game, you can go back into the headquarters while you wait. This is really, really cool way of making the wait times not so bad in between games. It's really elegant, and it's probably my new favorite feature in the Call of Duty game. But guys, feel free to let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Be sure to be subscribed if you are not already. We got plenty more videos coming later on today. On top of that, I also just did a Let's Play of the campaign over on my Let's Play channel. I'll leave a link at the end of this video or down in the description, but you can check that out if you want to check out the campaign. It's over on my Let's Play channel. But guys, let me know what you think of the headquarters in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on everything new Call of Duty World War II. But guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making it.